Welcome back. Today I want to talk about what to do when you feel like you're just not ready to hear the truth. You just don't want to hear it. You just don't want to deal with anyone's opinions about your situation. I'm sure you felt like everyone else knows how bad someone is for you or the situation you're in is bad for you and you just don't want to hear it, and to that point when you just like no longer talking about this topic, no longer talking about the person you with, and it's just like this creates like a topic of taboo. There's like a tension around this topic. You just do not want to talk about it because you just know everyone's opinion about it and you just know what's gonna happen. So what to do in this situation, because that always happens. Our mind is shut down to actually hearing the truth in that moment, and we don't want to hear it, and we just do not want to, and this creates a mindset of like, I would rather have the bad so I can have the good. Okay, and it's a very toxic path that we take and we choose for ourselves, and we just don't know better, but also maybe we do know better but we don't want to know better anymore, and that's totally normal, and everyone's been there feeling like the world is against you and you just like, leave me alone. Okay, so what to do? First thing I would tell you, looking at my situation back then, is just give yourself a break. Just do not force yourself to do something even when you feel like you don't want to. Like, give yourself a break and just take some time for yourself. By that I mean just sit kind of with yourself. Just take yourself somewhere that you can gather your thoughts, whatever that might be for you. In that moment, it's very important that you express yourself in every possible way, just for yourself. Do what makes you feel good, and yeah, just take the time off. And if that means you kind of have to stop communicating with some people, this is okay. Like, a lot of people feel guilty to not replying or like saying to your friends or saying to your family, you know, like, I need some time for myself, I'm gonna check in like in a week or 2 weeks time, like, can you leave me alone? I felt like in that moment it was very needed and I didn't do it, because sometimes when you keep talking about it and you know every day you're just like upset and like you're probably more frustrated with yourself, and you keep talking about it and you keep talking about it to other people, it just makes things worse, because the message is not getting across to you, and it's just talking for the sake of talking, for the sake of expressing how you feel. And that's really what we do as women. Like, we just talk so we can express our feelings, so we can express how we feel. But in that moment when you're really not being understood and you feel like you're not being understood, it's important just to take this with you and communicate this with yourself. That's it. My second advice is find someone that's been through the same, that knows exactly how you feel, that is not talking at you, is only giving you guidance towards your own wisdom. That's how I found my own way back to myself, okay? And that was non-stop, kind of like every day I listened to people who were ahead of me, who've been through that, who have the explanation to what is happening to you on a deeper level. Not every person who's been through it will have the same kind of energy that will understand your way of understanding, if that makes sense. I've seen it a lot. I see it all the time, that even though, you know, we all have the same experiences, there are only some fraction of people that you will connect with and will understand you and will come across to you, if that makes sense. Maybe you want to read a blog, maybe you want to just research by yourself about the things you're going through, or maybe you just need that person in front of you that is gonna connect with you with the experiences, with the guidance, with the knowledge, and that is gonna take you level up. That is gonna give you a little bit, because at that time you don't need all of the things. In that moment you just need a little thing that is just gonna make you think, like, okay, what's my next step, right? Like, what is it I can do to take myself a little bit closer to my own self, because the thing is, you already know, but your mind is constantly taking you to the dark place where you don't want to know, okay? But your wisdom and your intuition already knows. Like, it's already giving you signs, but you're just ignoring those signs. And we just don't want to know the signs. And we just like so numb to those signs, okay? Whatever there might be for you. Like, I've had a lot of physical signs. I have a lot of emotional signs. I have, it all lives in your body. It just lives and it moves through your body, and it just shows up in different moments, but it's there. So you just need to go back to yourself. That's it. You have to go back to yourself. You have to understand yourself. You have to get rid of self-guilt. You have to forgive yourself for every single time you fell for that trap. And that's another thing, forgiveness. Like, we just carry that negative energy towards ourselves without realizing. Deep down, sometimes we don't want to admit that we were wrong. We just were completely wrong, and we made that mistake so many times, and now it feels like giving up. But all those times, actually, you gave up on yourself. Right now, it's not giving up on that person. Right now, it's choosing yourself and choosing to work on yourself. You might not still be there. You might not still entirely be comfortable with the idea of letting that go, and that's okay, because it takes time and it's a process. But if you reach that moment of realizing that you just feel it in your body, that this is the right thing to do, this is the right thing, and you see like a light at the end of the tunnel, that there is so much to your life still, and there's so much excitement on the other side once you get yourself over there. And it's so hard to explain with words, but this is how it feels. You're not entirely with all your being there, but you already see the hope, you already see that light at the end of the tunnel, and no matter what, you just taking yourself there, you're working towards it, you're taking little steps. Okay, even though you still think that you're not ready, maybe you want to give it another try, maybe you want to give it another shot, just to be entirely sure, make it even more obvious to yourself. And that's also what I did in the past. Like, okay, I'm putting a deadline on it, this is like the last time, and I'm gone, and I'm really gone this time. So that's what I did as well, just because I felt like, okay, this is the last. And I probably shouldn't have done it. Like, I know I shouldn't have done it. But this is what I decided for myself. And after that, I was like, yep, that's the time. Okay, but maybe you don't even feel like you have to do it. Maybe you're already ready. Because there's always price we pay. Whether it's an emotional price, whether it's financial, whether it's physical, there's always price we pay when we settle for one more time. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to send to the world today. I hope it made sense. If you have any questions, just comment below, or visit my Instagram and send me a message. I'm replying to everyone, and yeah, I'm here to guide you, and I'm here to help you. And whatever you need, I'm here. Whatever you're going through, whatever the situation is, whatever the struggle is, and you deep in the shit, then I'm here for you. So see you next time, guys. Bye.